Good morning, 1 Million Cups, and thank you so much for allowing me to present today. I'm Dawn, CEO and creative co-founder. Tony is our genius behind the keyboard. Verimour was born out of my overwhelming frustration at terrible online behavior, but more importantly, the companies that continue to allow it because they benefit from it. How many people by show of hands have received at least, how many people by show of hands have at least one relationship in their life that could be improved by better communication? Verimour packages a number of the common familiar communication tools into one simple, safe, and fun platform, and then guides you to using those tools to improve all your relationships. Increase the quality, reduce the stress. I know that everybody here has received at least one email or phone contact that they didn't want because somebody that they didn't know or trust had gotten their personal contact information. Many of us, especially women, have been in a position to be meeting one or more strangers in an unfamiliar location and felt uncomfortable or even at risk. I love Mike. Mike, thank you for setting me up. Your check's in the mail. How about that? So many of us, like Mike, have moved or traveled to a new place and could have used a quick, easy, safe way to meet people with like interests and like goals. So this is how things could go differently for Mike with Verimour. Oops, sorry. He downloads our app, he creates a friend profile, he tags a number of his interests. I'm shaking here. He might even upload a video to show how talented and entertaining he is. Then he searches on one of those tags, in this case Pappyland. Up pop a bunch of people who like Pappyland also. He finds Big James here. He clicks on Big James. He discovers that they have, and it may be kind of hard with the glare, but they have other things in common. So he's going to send him a message. But Mike told us last week that he was an introvert, and so when he gets to the message screen, he's not exactly sure what he wants to say. So he clicks on this little light bulb, up pops a conversation starter. And again, I don't know if you can see it, but it says, if you could meet any famous person, who would it be and why? James says, I'd love to meet the guy who created Pappyland. My grandkids love that guy. Awesome, we have a connection, right? But they're both safety conscious military guys, so they're not ready to give out their information. So they create the meeting right there within the app. And they can go back if they like and invite some of those other people who also like Pappyland or any of the other interests. And it keeps track of how many. This is a single one, but this is a group invitation, and it tells you, and if somebody declines, then it'll show up red. Mike's motivation for connecting was at least in part financial. But it turns out there may be a more compelling reason for us to go out and find people that we enjoy spending time with. Not only is loneliness uncomfortable, but also increases your risk of death, early demise. We don't want that. Hello? Oh, thank you. Verimour has its roots as a dating app. This is just a fraction of the nearly 1,000 headlines that I've collected, and the screenshots are not safe for work. But what appalls me the most about this is every company represented here have been proven to know what's going on and have taken no real steps to protecting you from it. Loneliness is universal, just like love. Nobody is 100% immune from loneliness. As we work to get from this feeling to this one, we need our bus people. We need those early adopting innovators who really get what we're doing and buy into the whole concept. So this brings me to what I need from you. Mike also showed us last week that veterans often find it the most challenging and overwhelming obstacles to forging those meaningful relationships. So anyone who has contacts, now it can be any company, but I'm especially I'm especially interested in veterans, in lodges, VFWs, because, you know, again, as we age, we become more isolated, or if we've got PTSD, that sort of thing. So, but any company. Okay, and then finally, Verimour is much bigger than I've been able to show you here. We have conceptualized it even bigger, but we are at the end of our runway. We have bootstrapped and spent all of our life savings. So what I need is money. However, that could come through introductions to money people, or how you specifically can help, download the app. Download the app, give us reviews. That gives us the credibility that we need to reach out to media and in turn to investors. It's numbers, it's all a numbers game. They show that there's an interest, and okay, so